He used to be the head of the New York Mafia. He served 25 years in prison for taking the fall for his boss. When Dwight got out, the world had changed forever. The former gang leader had retired for health reasons. Now the man in charge was his youngest son, Nick. Dwight wasn't interested in the politics of the gang. All he wanted was the $5 million he'd been promised by the boss. But Nick, who had just taken over, went back on his word. Not only did he refuse to pay Dwight what he was promised, but he was going to banish him to Tulsa, the shithole of the world. Those words ignited Dwight's rage. I lost my wife to a gang leader. Even his own daughter refused to acknowledge him as her father. Dwight looked at the gangster who was gathering around him and punched him to the ground. It was only then that he realized he'd been abandoned by the gang. Instead of getting nothing, he'd rebuild the mob from the shithole of Tulsa and put an end to this bunch of backstabbing scumbags. But Dwight, who was left behind, underestimated the conditions in Tulsa. He heard from the cab driver that it was a place of small-time gangs. There's a lot of law and order. Pharmacies were selling medicines to help the sick, but behind the scenes, they were selling flour. Dwight, a newcomer to the area, smelled an opportunity to make a fortune. He went into the biggest